When you're working crochet projects, it's always handy to have ways to mark your work or keep track of that one little loop that's left over when you're putting a project on hold. And that's when we need to talk about stitch markers. I'm Corrina Ferguson, and in this video, we're going to talk about stitch markers and what's the best ones to use for your crochet project. Let's talk about stitch markers for crochet. When it comes to stitch markers for crochet, there's just one thing that they need to have. They need to be either able to be opened, like this little plastic safety pin style, or have an open loop, like this kind where it's just kind of like a hook. And the reason for that is your crochet work is closed loops. So the only loop that you have going at any one time on a regular crochet project is the last loop of the project that you've worked. So this one's finished, so we don't have any open loops. But you can see no matter where I go, I can take this little hook style and I can put it in. I can take this little safety pin style and put it in. And these come in plastic and are available at pretty much any craft store. They also have these ones that are, we call them coil-less safety pins, coil-less. And they are metal ones. And those give you a little more freedom because there's an actual metal pin that you can put into any kind of fabric. So you can see we can attach these anywhere that we want in our fabric, whether it's to keep track of patterning or to tell us, how many inches. Some people will mark, I've got this many inches of the work with a stitch marker each time. The other kind that you'll see sometimes are these novelty ones. And we have this super adorable, I live in Florida, so I've got my little flip-flop here. And the flip-flop has a lobster claw. So you open the lobster claw and you can hook it on whatever you want. Any stitch markers that you see that have this little lobster claw, the little specialized ones that people make cute, are perfect for crochet projects. So that's really all you need to keep in mind all the time. Sometimes they will come in a little plastic envelope like this. This is just a little collection of these hook eye ones. They kind of look like little fish hooks. They come in something like this that you can just throw in your bag or your purse. Or I'll sometimes keep a little Altoids tin and I'll put different things in it, like little mini scissors, some of these stitch markers, all of it. The other thing that you can do with the stitch markers that have these open ends is it's great for keeping track of that last loop so it doesn't get pulled out. So if you just put one of these little safety pins in here, it's not going anywhere no matter what I try to do with that yarn, and I can just pull it out and get ready to work. And I always suggest that when you're in a crochet project and you're stopping, not just to leave a loose loop. Grab one of these and put it in so that you have a placeholder here. And the other thing about stitch markers that I suggest is the wilder and crazier the color variation you can get, the better. And the reason for that is it's so much easier to see a crochet hook that's much different from the color yarn that you're working with. And if you have a wide variety of colors, you'll be able to do that. For example, this orange one's easy to see. The white one blends in a little more. This one's kind of thin. If I put, for example, this silver one, that it's hard to see in there, but you basically want as bright and as crazy as you can get, which gives you an opportunity to have fun so that you can see and use your stitch markers the best. Thank you so much for joining me to learn all about stitch markers for crochet. Check out our website for more great videos.